You see, I like the fact that good Nigerians that have platform are using their platform to speak truth to power, especially now and the challenges of the Benue people. Adeola Fayehu, our sister that you all know that we have so much respect for, because she has been doing a marvelous job speaking truth to power for a very, very, very long time, more than a decade now that I'll be following her. I would like us to listen to what she has to say this time.
What's up, people? It's your girl Adeola. First of all, is anybody else worried about the president? Because we really don't understand what is happening. Maybe we need to intensify prayers for Alhaji, because at this point, how can more than 100 of your citizens be slaughtered overnight? Once again, by the same herdsmen that have killed more than 1,000 people in Benue State just within the last 2 years. So officially, more than 1,000 people in Benue State have been slaughtered by these herdsmen who are forcefully taking their lands from them. This has happened over and over and over again. Why should it take the president more than 24 hours to release a statement about something that happened in his state? And then when he released a statement, his press statement basically blamed the victims for what happened. He said political and community leaders in Benue State must act responsibly and avoid inflammatory utterances that could further increase tensions and killings. And I'm like, wait, is he saying that it is because of the things that the political leaders in Benue State are saying? Is that why they are getting killed? These people are coming to their land. They are forcefully taking their land from them because the land where their own cows had been grazing, everything has dried up. So now they are coming into other people's land, killing them, and then occupying their land. Why would the president be talking like this? And then he said, this is the time for Governor Alia, the governor of Benue State, to act as a statesman and immediately lead the process of dialogue and reconciliation that will bring peace to Benue. The people are not trying to reconcile with their killers. What is the president talking about? Talking about this is the time to dialogue, this is the time for reconciliation. No, they just want them to leave them alone. They want to take their lands back, and they want these people to go back to where they are from. Graze in your own land and leave them alone. This is all the people are asking for. Then he said, our people must live in peace, and it is possible when leaders across the divide work together in harmony and differences are identified and addressed with fairness, openness, and justice. See, it's not that we are not saying that we want to live in peace, but if some people are bent on not living in peace, why will you now blame their victims for being the ones not wanting to live in peace? If you want to talk about people living in peace, talk to the herdsmen who are armed, who are coming into these people's land and taking their lands from them, killing them, slaughtering husbands, wives, children. They are killing children. Official report says 150 something people, and everybody knows that it is usually way more than that, which is why people have been saying hundreds of people were killed in an operation that lasted for more than 5 hours. More than 5 hours, and you have the president after more than 24 hours telling us that it is time for the people of Benue to be responsible and avoid inflammatory utterances. Well, what kind of press statement was this? Please tell me this did not come from the office of the presidency, except for the fact that it was posted on the president's Twitter page. How do you explain this kind of nonsense? And then you know the one that is even paining me on top of all of this. The man now said at an event that he commiserates with the people of Benue. Once again, he repeated the same thing in his press statement, that the political leaders of Benue State, they need to work towards peace. This is the victims telling them to work towards peace. And then he said, I will adjust my program to visit Benue people on Wednesday.
We should be able to manage our anger and frustrations. I sympathize those who have lost their life. I will adjust my program and go see Benue people on Wednesday.
I said, shoo. I did not know that these people needed to make an appointment with you to come and grieve with them. Can you imagine a president saying this? In fact, a father will not say this to his child. Can you imagine that your child is attacked? You will now tell your child, you know what, I'm going to check my calendar. I will adjust my schedule so that in 2-3 days, I will come and see you. What kind of father will say something like that? Not to talk about a man who campaigned, who ran for a position under the pretext that he can do the job. See your life. You are not doing the job. What kind of adjustment to program are you talking about? Now, everything that Alhaji did not even pay me as much as the supposed victims. the governor of Benue State, what he's doing. Have you been seeing what he's doing? First of all, they said that they are preparing for Alaji's arrival. They're preparing for the presidency to visit them on Wednesday. Suddenly, we are seeing helicopters. We are seeing soldiers. We are seeing police going everywhere. They said they are preparing for the president's arrival. I said, this is exactly why Nigeria is where it is till today. Because why don't you allow the man to come and witness what you are witnessing? Let him come and say your reality now. Why will you fix your problem before his arrival? Then there will be no need for him to come now, because it doesn't look like you have a problem anymore. Also, why didn't you have all these helicopters and all these policemen and women everywhere since this time that you've been attacked? Why did you wait that the president is coming before you now have the police and the helicopters going everywhere? Oh, shoot me, I don't understand these people. Now, let me read this press statement by the Benue State government. This one shocked me. I thought the presidency was messing up, and then I saw the press statement from the Benue State government, and I'm like, why am I even caring so much? The statement is titled, "The Invitation to Welcome the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Adeola to Benue State." So they released a press statement to welcome the president to Benue State. I'm pleased to inform you, at the instance of our dear governor, to mobilize massively to give a rousing welcome to the president. What? Okay, let me keep going. The support group's constituency is required. So they have support group's constituency required to form a colorful shoulder-to-shoulder spread procession from airport to Wurukom roundabout and down to Government House, Makodi, where the president will address the town hall meeting. So, wow. Okay, more than 150 of your citizens were slaughtered by herdsmen, armed herdsmen. Now you want the same people to come and give a massive, a rousing welcome to the president. Not just that, you want them to put on uniform. You are telling them to form a colorful shoulder-to-shoulder spread procession. You want them to form a line from airport to welcome the president. You said from airport to Wurukom roundabout and down to government. Okay, so this is going to be a celebration now. Maybe Wednesday will be here, tomorrow we'll all see. This was written, by the way, by the Senior Special Assistant on Special Groups Mobilization. Wow! What the heck is this? Why are we putting on uniform to welcome the president? Why are people lining up from airports to Wurukom roundabout to welcome the president? And I'm pretty sure they will clean up even the scene of the attack. I'm pretty sure they will clean everything up. Why don't you let him come and see things the way they are? This is exactly why the country is not moving forward. Packaging every time. Why would the man even believe that anything is wrong? We are our own problem. If the victims can be circulating this kind of letter to welcome the president that has failed you, obviously their government is also failing them in Benue State, because I don't understand the rationale behind this. And in preparation for the president's arrival in Benue State, the Inspector General of Police went there, and guys, you will not believe what he said.
When one incident happened, hundreds of incidents have been prevented that are not known to the public. So that this happened does not mean that we have not been deploying. We have actually been deploying. We've been working together with the military and with other security agencies to ensure that this reign of impunity of these criminal elements ends.
Can you imagine? Wow. I mean, first of all, we've never seen any evidence that they foiled an attack, that these people actually went there and they were not successful because the police or the soldiers prevented them. If that had happened, it would have been all over the news. I'm not saying that you are not working. I'm just saying if it had happened, you would have put it out there. Second of all, why would you say something like that to people who just lost their loved ones? There was one man that lost more than 20 family members, Even if it was armed robbery, you don't tell somebody that has just been robbed that, and the fact that you were robbed doesn't mean that we have not been working, doesn't mean that we have not been preventing people. Who says something like that to people who just lost their loved ones? I think that is very insensitive, and I don't think that it is true. Because why would he say the next statement that he said? Listen to this.
My appeal to the community is to cooperate with us. They know their environment more than anyone else. They should give us information. They know the strangers. They can recognize strange movements. They can see the signs that warns that there is an impending danger. They should please give information to us.
Wow. So now it is the people that can see the sign that there is an impending danger. You are relying on the same people that you were telling that you've been working. You've been Why do you need people to give you information again? If you have been preventing, how have you been preventing attacks? How have you been foiling attacks? If you didn't have information, if you still have to be asking people to cooperate with you to give you information, Daddy, please, whatever we do in this life, let us always have the fear of God. Now. I'm sorry, but I don't think these people know that there's a problem. I don't see anything changing after Alhaji's visit because, first of all, he doesn't care. He didn't actually want to go. It has taken him how many days now for him to go and visit? And he took him more than 24 hours, by the way, to express his condolences at all. And he's also blaming the victims for what happened. So I really don't see anything changing. And now look at the victims themselves. Look at what they are saying. I do not see anything changing anytime soon in Benue State. But if you believe in Alhaji's visit bringing any change at all to Benue State, let me know. I'm open to hearing your rationale about this because this one that I'm seeing, we are not ready. As a country, we are not ready.
Yes, I support Adeola because at the moment, it be like saying that Nigerians, now just want make we dey where we dey. So, yes, we are not ready. If whatever, in fact, I don't even know how long or the length we want Nigerian satanic government to push us to before we react. You see, everything that is happening now, everybody still fold their hands like this. It don't concern me, oh. It don't concern me, oh. God forbid, oh. It don't go reach my side, oh. Not be my problem, oh. Listen, guys. Nigeria can never be better if we continue like this. This is NAIJA Watch Media. Join us every day, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Let's continue to talk about things that are affecting you and I. Take care, guys. And bye for now.